What's up, beautiful people? Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to reduce your anxiety, how to elevate your mood, and even boost your immunity with one really simple breathing exercise that I have been finding very useful in my life. Cool. Welcome to my channel. My name is Christina and I help people awaken to their potential. So like I've already said, today I'm going to be chatting about a really simple breathing exercise that you can do to help you reduce your anxiety. And then kind of the structure of the video, I'm going to talk a little bit about how breathwork actually works to reduce your anxiety and elevate your mood. Then I'm going to go into a little bit of what breathwork is, and then we're going to talk about the simple technique that you can use. You can use it any time of the day, anyway, to reduce your anxiety, and then we're going to actually run through it. We're going to run through the little breathing exercise here together. Okay, so how does breathwork work? Like, how does it actually reduce our anxiety? How does breathing have a change on our mood, on the way that we're feeling and dealing with stress, and then also actually help our immune system? How does that all actually work? So to understand this, we're going to look a little bit into our biology to get a better understanding. So I think the first place to start is understanding our autonomic nervous system. So basically, this is the system that controls all of our automatic functions, and it can be broken down into two parts. So it can be broken down into your sympathetic nervous system and your parasympathetic nervous system. So an easy way that I like to try remember these two is the sympathetic nervous system is like the accelerator. This is when you need to take action, move. Your heart rate is elevated, your respiratory rate is also elevated, and then the parasympathetic is kind of like the brake. So you go back into a restorative mode, your heart rate slows down, your respiratory rate slows down as well, and that's sort of the difference between the two. So sympathetic is the accelerator and parasympathetic is the brake. Okay, so let's start by looking at our sympathetic nervous system. So this system is the system that gets turned on when we need to mobilize and take action. So when there's something dangerous or stressful in our external environments, then this system is kicked in so that we have the energy we need to take action. So it's kind of like fight or flight. You get releases of cortisol and adrenaline, so that you can run if you need to run or fight if you need to fight. And this is really great in shorter periods of time when you actually need to take action. But what we're seeing more and more is that people are cueing the stress response on more of a longer term sort of period, and people are going into sort of like chronic stress states where everything in their external environment is cueing them to feel stressed out, and kicking this sympathetic nervous system into overdrive. So we're feeling stress and we're in the state of like fight or flight on a continual basis. Okay, so then the parasympathetic nervous system, this is the system that is in charge of restoration, reparation in your body, digestion, your immune system. So basically, when your sympathetic nervous system is in overdrive, the energy is being taken away from all other sort of like key systems in your body. So if you're needing to run away from an immediate danger, your body's going to draw the energy away from digestion, draw the energy away from your immune system, so that it can pull all the energy sources sort of together, so that you have a lot of energy to take action and to mobilize. So when we're in those states where our sympathetic nervous system is working in overdrive, all of our energy that would have been used for restoration is being used so that we can take action. So now when we go into the parasympathetic nervous system, this is where that energy is put back into all of our different systems. So then our body is able to go into a space where we are able to restore our bodies and repair our bodies. We're able to digest, we're able to send energy to working on our immunity and just general restoration of the body. People are spending more and more time with their sympathetic nervous systems turned on, so they're pushing on the accelerator, and all the energy is being used to get ready to sort of take action. And what happens is, if you're in these states for extended periods of time, you start to feel unsafe. You start to feel maybe like jumpy and defensive, and you've got all this buildup of energy that is there for you to take action, and you're living in this kind of like fight or flight survival mode, which isn't necessarily healthy. So what we can do is we can use our breath to deactivate our sympathetic nervous system and then put us back to activating our parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, so let's understand when each system is turned on, what does our breath look like? So we can actually move from having the sympathetic nervous system activated to actually activating our parasympathetic nervous system and putting us into a state of restoration. So when the sympathetic nervous system is active, your breathing is short and sharp and shallow. And when you're in the parasympathetic, your breathing is deeper, it's more relaxed, and your breath rate is actually slower. So what we can do is we can actually change our breathing so that we can send signals to our body to activate the parasympathetic nervous system and put us back into restoration, put us back into sending the energy into digestion, boosting our immune system, and just overall sort of repairing and restoring our bodies. Cool. Okay, so now that we understand the two different nervous systems, parasympathetic and sympathetic, let's look into breath work. What is breath work? So I think breath work can be sort of summed up with these two sort of components, and they are breath awareness and then conscious breathing. So breath awareness is essentially just when you are observing how you are breathing. So you're not trying to push or change anything, you're just looking and observing, sitting into, feeling, listening to what's going on with your breath. And this can actually give you a lot of insight into how you're feeling, because the way that you're breathing will correspond to that. Okay, so that is breath awareness, and then the other aspect is conscious breathing. So this is the active component, and this is where we sort of change the rate that we're breathing, and we do some breathing exercises to actually alter, shift things through our body. We can work on moving through blockages, energetic and emotional blockages in our body. Breathing can be used as a healing modality. You can use it for like peak performance, for purification, detoxification, and just for relaxing your body. Okay, so now we're gonna step into the breathing component, and all we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be breathing in and out through the nose, and we're gonna be breathing in for the count of 5 and breathing out for the count of 5. We're going to be doing this to create heart coherence and to raise our emotional set point, get us into a state of elevated emotion. And then we're doing this so that we can move back into our parasympathetic nervous system so that the energy can go towards boosting our immunity, go towards our digestion and restoring our body. And this is going to help us reduce our anxiety because we're moving out of that sort of fight or flight stress response, and we're moving into the more restorative response where we feel safe and relaxed. Now I'd like to invite you to join me in this breathing exercise, and you can place one hand over your heart center, and then place the other over your belly. And if you like, I'd like to invite you to close your eyes. We are going to go through a small section of breath awareness, and then we'll move into the breathing. So let's just start by becoming aware of our breath and noticing the quality of air around us, as well as the quality of our breathing. What does it feel like to be in your body? And just become aware of how you're breathing. Is your breathing short and maybe shallow? Is your breathing smooth? Is it deep? Just become aware. No need to push or change. this part of the practice, we're just becoming aware of what's going on in our body, how we're feeling, and how we are breathing. Notice what is moving. Notice the rise and fall of your hands over your chest and over your belly. Just become aware of your breath. How does it feel to breathe in my body? So now we're going to move to start slowing down our breath rate. And you can keep your hands where they are, or if you'd like to do so, you can move so that both of your hands are placed over your heart center. And what we're going to be doing here is, with our breath, we're going to be sending energy to our heart center, breathing deeply into our heart center, and visualizing, imagining the flow of air, the flow of energy every time we breathe in, breathing that energy into our heart, nourishing our heart with that life force energy we're breathing in. And feel any stress or tension in your body. Feel that melt away as you slow down your breathing. It's nothing to do, just breathe. And on my count, we are going to breathe together. So I'd like to invite you to have a deep inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it going. Keep it at that very slow pace, breathing in and out. And notice how you are feeling. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. And just breathe. If at any point your mind starts to wander, gently bring your focus back to the breath, to the inhale and the exhale. By slowing down our respiratory rate, we're slowing down our heart rate, and we're turning on our parasympathetic nervous system again, so that our body is able to direct energy to keeping us healthy, to restoring our body, putting energy back into our immunity as well as our digestion. Just breathe. It is safe to be in my body. I am safe. And then, when you're ready, start to have some gentle movement in the body. Maybe you roll your shoulders a little. You can move your fingers, bring your shoulders up to your ears, maybe roll through them. You can start to roll the neck. Any movement that feels nice. And then, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Okay, great. So notice how you're feeling in your body. Maybe let's all together take a deep inhale through the nose and sigh it out. Just one more of those, deep in through the nose and sigh it out. Great, so notice how you're feeling, how it feels to be in your body. Maybe notice the difference to how you were feeling at the start to how you feel now. Do you feel any different? So this is a practice that I really love because it's really short and it's really simple, and you can do it absolutely anywhere. Anytime you're feeling like you need a boost, maybe you're stressed out, you're about to go into a stressful situation, you can just sit quietly and focus on your breath, slow your breath rate down, and you can go into that state of heart coherence, elevated emotion, and actually bring yourself back to turning on your parasympathetic nervous system, so your body can go into a relaxed state where you are restoring your body. Cool, so let me know in the comments below how you found this breathing exercise, and please let me know if you'd be interested in me chatting to you about some other kinds of breathing techniques. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through this video. If you liked this video, please turn on the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to support my channel. Thank you so much. I hope that you have a beautiful day. Have a great week.